people are going to smell you before they see you, which I personally think is a good thing. If you want to smell good and support Black-owned brands, just say that. I got you. Hi, I am Britt, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are talking about some beautiful fall fragrances that I think should be in everybody's collection, or you should at least get your nose on, that are from Black-owned brands. These fragrances range from date night to everyday wear to I want to stand up and stand out, to be the center of attention. So if that is something you're interested in, make sure you watch this video, and also go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification. I am very much so a fragrance lover. I probably love fragrance maybe just a little bit, just a tiny bit more than I love playing around in makeup. Fragrance to me is the best accessory. And on top of that, I love supporting Black-owned brands. Unless you're on social media, how often are you hearing about Black-owned fragrance brands? Since I got into collecting fragrances, there are so many Black-owned fragrance houses that I have come across that I absolutely love and enjoy. And I want to make sure I highlight them on my channel. So I want to start off by just giving an introduction to some great fall fragrances from some of these brands that I think a lot of people will like and love and enjoy. I'm going to try to keep this video short, but when it comes to fragrances and anything Black-owned, I can get to yapping quite a bit. I'm going to come out the gate swinging with a fragrance that is from a brand that is owned by a well-known creator here on YouTube. And that fragrance is She Was Here. This fragrance is from Forvrmood, which is Jackie Asamoah, formerly Jackie Aina's brand with her husband Dennis. Generally speaking, Forvrmood is just one of my favorite fragrance brands. I have just about every candle from them that they've ever released. And when they launched their fine fragrances, I was so excited because Jackie, the way she talks about fragrances, her excitement for them, her collection, I knew she was going to put out something great. And She Was Here, which is their newest release, has become my favorite from that brand. It is the fragrance so nice that I had to buy it twice. So yes, I have this full-size bottle, and then I also have a travel size that I take with me, and I'm just running. I can't snap. I can't snap with my right hand. I'm just running through that travel size, and I just love it. So this is a warm, spicy gourmand. So a mixture between a floral fragrance and a gourmand. So this fragrance has juicy, bright pomegranate in the opening. The toasted pistachio in this is so pleasant. You know, pistachio has had its moment. I'm kind of hoping we get away from that note a little bit, but that toasted quality adds a warmth to this fragrance. It's a little earthy, but not so much that it completely changes the way the fragrance smell, or rather what they were going for with the fragrance. It enhances, or I should say it balances out the more floral notes and a couple of the fruity notes. Then you have that Turkish rose. Turkish rose to my nose smells quite jammy. As it dries down, you get this amber note and it radiates this warmth. This fragrance stands out to me in such a beautiful way. It is bold, it is attention grabbing, it is seductive, and it is rightfully named because yes, She Was Here. It leaves an impression. I've layered this with a couple of other fragrances, works beautifully with other fragrances, works phenomenally by itself. But this is such an elegant and seductive statement maker. Next fragrance is going to be Symphony from House of Iyrah. I have two words for this fragrance: beast and mode. This is a fragrance that you do not need to layer with anything. If you choose to, he might be a little chaotic. This fragrance has both citrusy and floral notes. It even has a little bit of a gourmand quality to it. It is very intense. This is one of those fragrances that if you spray it, people are going to smell you before they see you, which I personally think is a good thing. So this beauty has notes of apple, bergamot, black currants, there's jasmine and saffron, and you definitely get the saffron when you wear this fragrance. There's also patchouli, beautiful creamy sandalwood and vanilla that just add just a hint of sweetness, and white musk. That saffron is warm, a little seductive, if you will, and very much so attention grabbing. As it dries down though, it becomes a little more cozy. I wouldn't necessarily say it becomes comforting, but it becomes a little more cozy. And in that coziness, there's also that sensuality from the white musk. If you want to make a lasting impression on a first date, this is definitely it. Next, we have one of my favorite categories of fragrances, and that is that boozy gourmand fragrance. That fragrance is going to be a Langston from Harlem Perfume Co. So if you have not heard of Harlem Perfume Company, I highly suggest you check them out. All of their fragrances are inspired by prominent figures during the Harlem Renaissance. So you have Langston, which is inspired, or rather a dedication to Langston Hughes. You have Billy, you have Josephine. So many beautiful scents, but I must say, out of the ones that I've smelled, Langston takes the cake for me. Langston reminds me, or puts me in the mindset of being in a bar late night, a dimly lit bar with your Manhattan, beautiful jazz music being played. It has notes of orange brandy, cinnamon, chocolate, as well as night blooming jasmine. Now, if you are a lover of fragrances like Angel Share, this will be right up your alley. Now, it does give a similar vibe. I don't think it's a dupe or an inspired by fragrance. It just smells so good. Yeah, this is definitely an easy compliment getter. Now, on my skin, I don't get much of the chocolate, which I'm okay with, because chocolate as a note, even though I love gourmands, is just a little, it don't always go the right way. That brandy and cinnamon in this sits so beautifully on my skin. I could bathe in this. My next scent is from a brand that I recently got my nose on this year. It is Octavia Morgan, and it is their scent Midnight Orchid. I only have the travel size, but at some point I do plan on picking up a full size bottle. So first off, I want to apologize to Octavia Morgan, because how have I slept on this fragrance or just this brand for this long? Because I have a discovery set, and each scent, banger after banger after banger. But Midnight Orchid, it takes the cake. This scent is very warm, fruity, but it has this unique and very wearable and pleasant woodiness to it. I'll check out these notes. It has peach, apricot, Szechuan pepper. I don't think I've tried a fragrance that has had that note before. Sandalwood and musk. I feel as though the peachiness comes across just a little more realistic, and it's not that sweet, syrupy, artificial smelling peach. It is warm but not juvenile. I will say, as this dries down though, it kind of turns into a your skin but better fragrance. It's almost like smelling or cuddling up with your loved one, and you're just breathing in their skin. That is what I get with this in the dry down. Now, I have worn this to work. This is, I feel like, a fragrance you can wear in any function, in any setting. It's also a great bedtime scent. Like an espresso martini, I need you to lock in right now, because Brown Girl Jane, what you did with Casino, yeah. I wanted to highlight Casino because it is what I think the epitome of a great fall coffee fragrance would smell like. This is espresso martini in a bottle. It has espresso, affogato, rose. It has a couple of interesting notes, rose quartz and misted pearl. I'm not really sure what that's about, but maybe that espresso, yeah. My favorite part of this fragrance, you have rum cake, almond foam, and blonde woods. I think this is such a fun fall gourmand to go for. Not to mention, who doesn't love an espresso martini? If you are looking for a good coffee fragrance, something that's a little on the more unique side, Casino is the way to go. Casino is the way to go. Okay, now my last fragrance, to be fair, I don't have a full-size bottle of it. I don't have a full-size bottle of it, but it is on my list to get a full-size bottle of it. And that is Chris Collins Lust Oud Delice. Let's see, can we see that? Yes, maybe? Yes, Chris Collins Lust Oud Delice. This is my baby. This is my baby right here. Kind of see I don't have much left of this fragrance because I've been spraying it. She's getting sprayed. So this is the perfect date night fragrance. I think this is a beautiful date night fragrance for the fall. It has chocolate, there's oud, and this is one of those fragrances that if you just want to smell sexy, just go for this. So this beauty right here, it has dark chocolate, hazelnut, walnut, orris, benzoin, cypriol heart. There's also oud, and the oud in this is so beautiful. So there's oud, sandalwood, as well as sensual musk. It opens up very bold and decadent with the chocolate. You do get the hazelnut and the walnut, but it's not in your face. It's a little bit more in the background, and it plays quite well with the other notes. Then in the dry down, you start to get that orris, the sandalwood, and it just creates this creamy, slightly powdery dry down. It's so smooth. I think this is perfect for a date night. Absolutely love her. Cannot wait to get a full-size bottle. Are some of my recommendations for some great Black-owned fragrances for the fall. Again, I got you covered for work, date night, staying at home, running errands. If you are interested in picking up any of these fragrances, supporting Black-owned brands, or just want to learn a little bit more about these brands, definitely check out their website. But these, again, are my biggest recommendation. Let me know in the comments down below. Tell me if any of these fragrances have piqued your interest, if you plan on picking up any of them, if there's a particular fragrance house that you're interested in. Drop a comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notification, and I will catch you all next time. Bye.